name is Jordan. Welcome to Jordan's Artful Wellness. Thank you so much for joining me for this flow. We will really be focusing on our hips, a little balancing in one leg at a time, and building on from different postures to truly open up and lengthen. And again, power in the hips as well as some flexibility there too. So to begin, let's go right into our downward facing dog. Rise up high on the toes, begin to pedal out the feet. Just sink into this beautiful strength and flexibility posture. Begin to connect inward with your breath. Just feeling the natural rise and fall of the belly. Notice how you feel joining yourself on your mat for this first posture in your flow. Just tuning in, observing, noticing from the top of your head down to the tips of your toes how you feel. And we'll begin with some sun salutations. On your inhale, bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, walk, float, or jump to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale, straight, strong spine. Gaze just out in front of you. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana, chest and thighs connect. Maybe find a ragdoll. Sway side to side, grab opposite elbows. Really holding this first one. Anytime your head is below your heart, as I always say, you're releasing stress, tension, and anxiety from the body. It's a beautiful posture to really hold in the beginning of your practice, to let everything go that doesn't serve you. Just really tuning in to your body and your mind, giving yourself time to find that connection, to deepen that connection before we begin our flow. On your exhale, release your hands to your toes. On your inhale, come on up to mountain, hands reach high overhead. Exhale, fold, deep forward fold, chest and thighs connect. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, walk, float, or jump to the back of your mat, your first high to low. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up dog or cobra, opening up through the chest. Exhale, down dog. One more slow sun salutation. On your inhale, bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, walk, float, or jump to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale, straight, strong spine. Exhale, fold, release. Maybe one more ragdoll, grabbing opposite elbows, sway this side to side. Grab your head. Bring it closer to your knees. Grab behind your legs. Maybe even a shoulder rinse. You get to decide what really works for you and you find that opening. On your exhale, release your bind. Halfway lift, inhale, straight, strong spine. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana, chest and thighs connect. Inhale, rise up to your mountain. Hands reach high overhead in prayer. Exhale, fold, deep forward fold, chest and thighs connect. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, walk, float, or jump to the back of your mat. Take your high to low again. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up dog or cobra, opening up. And exhale, down dog. On your inhale, lift and lengthen your right leg long. On your exhale, step it to the top of your mat. Drop down to that left knee, untuck the toes. Inhale, rise up into your low lunge, your Anjasana. Really exaggerating this lunge so you can open up the psoas and hip flexor. Really great opening. Saluting the sun as you reach your hands high overhead. Gaze is up if it's okay with your neck. Exhale, plant the hands, heel toe the right toes to the outside of your right shoulder for your lizard lunge. Staying high or lowering down to your forearms. You get to decide, really opening up. this hip here. As I mentioned, this series is really all about the hips, not only finding some flexibility, but strength there too. So really sinking in, giving it some love. It's still early in our practice. On your inhale, slowly rise up. Heel toe the right toes back to center, and on your exhale, half splits. Shifting your weight back, lifting up those right toes towards the sky, staying high, chest is proud, or on your exhale, lowering all the way down, sit bones towards that left heel. On your next inhale, slowly begin to rise up. Frame the foot with your hands, curl back those left toes, lift up into your Anjayasana crescent lunge, staying on those back toes. Make sure that left heel stacks over your left toes, knee stacks over that right ankle, adding the arms, hips nice and square to the front of your mat, sinking into this posture, finding the power and strength. And exhale, plant the hands down, frame the right toes step back. Option for a 3-pointed plank and flow. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower slow. Inhale, up dog or cobra, opening up the chest. Exhale, down dog. On your inhale, relift that right leg. Bend the heel to sit bones on the exhale and begin to draw some circles with that knee, really opening up the hip, maybe 3 or 4. And then gently switch directions, noticing the subtle change as you do. And dropping that right foot back down into your downward facing dog. And notice how your left side of your body compares to your right. Yoga is all about bringing balance and harmony. And the way we can begin to do that is really connecting our right side with our left, our feminine energy to our masculine energy, our creative energy with more of our analytical energy. Just really combining the power and finding that balance. From here, on your inhale, lengthen your left leg. On your exhale, step it to the top of your mat. Drop down to those right knees, untuck the toes. Low lunge. On your inhale, rise up. Remember to keep that left knee over the left ankle and really take this right leg back to the back of your mat. Begin to open up the psoas and hip flexor on the right side. On your exhale, plant your hands, frame the left toes, heel to the left toes, the outside of that left hand, keeping that left knee glued to the left shoulder in your lizard lunge, really opening up and releasing. Staying high, lowering down to the forearms or a block. You decide, it's your practice. You find the depth of this stretch that you need. On your inhale, rise up, heel to the left toes back to center, and on your exhale, shoot those shit bones back, lifting up those left toes, staying high, lowering all the way down, dropping the forehead to your knee. You finding the different stretch that you achieve in this posture is most important, and really sinking into that. On your inhale, slowly rise up. Curl those back right toes, lift up into your runner's lunge. Next, inhale, rise into your crescent angiasana. Remember that back heel stacks over the toes, knee stacks over the ankle. Really shift that weight down if you want to find more power, but keep the weight in the present, stacking shoulders over hips and lengthening down if you need. Rather than pressing that heel back into the past, your weight goes back and you arch that back. On your exhale, plant your hands down, take the left toes back. Option for that 3-pointed plank and flowing in your chaturanga and Dandasana, lower slow exhale. Inhale takes you to up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Lifting that left heel on the inhale, exhale, heel to sit bones, begin to draw some circles. Loosening up that left hip, 3 or 4, and gently switch directions. And taking it back down into your downward facing dog. We'll begin to find some warmth in the body. Continuing in to our sun salutation series. From here, on your inhale, bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, walk, float, or jump to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to your mountain, hands high. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana, chest and thighs connect. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant the hands. Walk, float, or jump to the back of your mat. Take your high to low. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower slow. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, walk, float, or jump to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up to mountain, hands high, reach to the sky. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana, chest and thighs connect. Halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, walk, float, or jump to the back of your mat. Take your high to low. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up dog or cobra, opening up through the chest. And exhale, down dog. Last time, on your inhale, bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, walk, float, or jump to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Straight, strong spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain. Hands reach high overhead. Really reach to the sky, finding length in the spine. Exhale, fold. Bringing that energy in. Halfway lift, inhale. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant the hands. Walk, float, or jump to the back of your mat. Take your high to low. Inhale into your up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lengthen your right leg long. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Shift the weight forward. Inhale, find length. Exhale, knee to nose into your cheetah. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cross it over. From here, weave it through, but drop the hips down. Staying high to find some strength in those wrists as you root your weight down. Opening up the top of the hip. Inhale, lift up your hips. Lengthen that right leg back long, and on your exhale, step it to the top of your mat. Inhale, rise to your crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Turn those left toes to the long side of your mat. Right arm reaches forward, looking over that right middle finger. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Flip your palm, reach to the back of your mat. Back arm can slide down, back leg, or grab that half bind. Use it to your advantage if you have it. Pressing into that right hip, reaching the right hands back. And exhale, side angle, right hand down, left arm high, gaze follows. Stacking shoulder on shoulder, wrist on wrist. Exhale with strength, come back to your warrior two. Exhale, take your hands to your hips, lengthen into that right knee, turn those right toes alongside of your mat for a wide leg forward fold. On your inhale, lengthen that chest. On your exhale, leading with your heart, begin to fold over, drop the head, drop the hands. From here, maybe grab a shoulder rinse, interlacing your fingers at your sacrum and rooting them forward. Ragdoll also works. Reaching down to your mat, walking your hands back behind you. Most importantly, tilting your weight towards the toes rather than sinking in the back of the heels and locking those knees. On your inhale, halfway lift, straight, strong spine. On your exhale, begin to walk your hands over to the left toes, turning the left toes to the short side of your mat, coming on those right toes in your runner's lunge. And on your inhale, rise to your crescent, straight and strong. And exhale, plant your hands down, frame the left toes step back, take your high to low. Into your up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. On your inhale, lengthen your left leg long. Exhale, left knee, left elbow, shift the weight forward. Inhale, find length. Exhale, knee to nose. Into your cheetah. Inhale, reach. Cross it over. Exhale, remember this time, weave it through, but drop the hips down. Finding some strength and stability in your wrists as you root down, but also opening in that top of your left hip. On your inhale, lift up your hips, re-extend the left leg long. On your exhale, step it to the top of your mat. Inhale, rise to your crescent. Anjayasana. Find the strength, sinking down into this low lunge if you want some more strength. On your exhale, warrior two, turning to the front side of your mat. Right toes point to the long side. Add the arms long. Gaze over the front left middle finger. On your inhale, flip your palm, reach forward, draw a line to the back of your room. Reverse your warrior. Lengthening in through this left side body. Exhale, side angle, left hand down, right arm high. On your next exhale, come back to your warrior two. Inhale, straighten that left knee. Exhale, hands to your hips. Turn the left toes to the long side of your mat. Opening up again into your wide leg forward fold. Inhale, opening up the chest. Exhale, leading with your chest. Begin to roll over into your wide leg forward fold. This is an amazing posture to really find some length in the back of the legs, length in the spine, but it also is an amazing posture to oxygenate the body as that blood flow really moves throughout from the head to the toes. And as you're rounding out the spine, you're beginning to detoxify and open up all of your organs that meet and converge on your back for the Chinese meridian lines. So really sink into this posture. One more breath. On your inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, begin to turn over to your right toes, curling on those back left toes for your runner's lunge. Finding a nice even stance, knee stacks over the ankle. And on your inhale, rise up with power and strength into your Anjayasana crescent lunge. On your exhale, plant your hands down, frame the right toes step back, take your high to low. Opening up into your up dog or cobra, inhale, exhale, down dog. On your inhale, bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, walk, float, or jump to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale, straight, strong spine. Exhale, fold, deep forward fold, chest and thighs connect. Inhale, rise into your chair, pelvis tucks under, squeeze those ankle, knees, and thighs. Have a seat, gaze is up, tuck that pelvis under, protect the lower back, adding the arms. Flexing those yogi toes towards your shin. From here, root down into your right foot. Cross that left ankle over your right for a figure four. Hands to heart center, have a seat. Finding a drishti, finding a focal point, something that's not moving. Flex the toes towards your left shin. Really protect the knee, sinking down to open up the hip. 2 more breaths. Inhale, take the hands high, coming up to standing. Bring the knee to the chest on the exhale. Inhale, find length. Exhale, warrior 3, shifting that left foot back. Toes point down, keep the hips nice and square, making a nice T shape with your body. Inhale into your crescent, drop those left toes back behind you. Lengthen through the chest. And exhale, plant the hands down, frame the right toes step back, take your high to low. Exhale, down dog. On your inhale, bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, walk, float, or jump to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale, straight, strong spine. Exhale, fold, release. Inhale into your chair, Utkatasana. Pelvis tucks under, squeeze those ankle, knees, and thighs. Activating the yogi toes, lift them up towards your shin. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, halfway lift, figure four. Bouncing that weight in your left foot. Take that right ankle across your left knee and have a seat. Flexing those right toes towards your right shin. Really opening up through this right hip while you find strength and balance in your left foot. If it helps to imagine roots growing underneath your left foot to really root and stabilize yourself on your mat, that's a really great visualization. Hands to heart center. 2 more breaths. Inhale, take the hands high. Exhale, bring that right knee towards the chest. Inhale, find length. On your exhale, kick it back out to your warrior 3. Turning those right toes down, reaching the hands forward and long. Inhale into your crescent, hands high. Exhale, plant the hands down, frame the left toes step back, take your high to low. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower slow. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. On your inhale, bend your knees and look forward. On your exhale, walk, float, or jump to the outside of your hands for your yogi squat. Taking your hands into your heart center, turning the toes out, sinking in, really opening up the hips. On your inhale, come on up to standing, turn the toes back, take the hands high. On your exhale, forward fold, ragdoll, grabbing opposite elbows, swaying this out, or finding a shoulder rinse if your shoulders need a little bit more openness and love. And exhale, release your hands. Heel toe the toes together, halfway lift, straight strong spine. On your exhale, plant your hands, walk, float, or jump to the back of your mat. Take your high to low. Inhale into your up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lengthen your right leg long. Exhale, step it to the top of your mat. Inhale, rise into your crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle. Exhale, come back to your warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel your hands, frame the right toes, lift and lengthen the left leg long, standing splits. On your exhale, slowly drop your left foot to meet the right, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise into your chair, pelvis tucks under, squeeze those ankle, knees, and thighs. Have a seat. Figure four chair again, balancing into your right foot. Take your left ankle over your right, hands to your heart center. Inhale, rise up to your mountain. Keep that left knee lifted towards the chest on the exhale. Back where we came from in that last flow. Exhale, warrior three. Inhale into your crescent. Exhale, plant your hands down. Drop down to that left knee, untucking the toes. Inhale, rise up into your low lunge. And on your exhale, plant your hands down. Take the right toes back into your box. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat, in for a nice little flow through the spine. Inhale into your cow. Exhale, cat. Last time, inhale into your cow. Exhale, cat. Back to a neutral spine. And from here, we'll come in onto our toes into a little bit of a squat. Balancing into that right foot first, and I'll mirror you. We'll take our left ankle as best we can over our right knee. Taking a little bit of a toe balance here in that figure four. So staying here and maybe taking one hand to the heart, maybe the other, finding some balance. Any little wavering is just building strength. And if you'd rather take a stretch while we hold this posture, you can extend that left leg out and begin to reach towards those left toes. We're staying high, reaching that right arm overhead towards those left toes. You get to find what feels good and open. or you can work on your toe balance here, on your toe stand. Go ahead and take 2 more breaths. And from here, on your exhale, take that left leg back around to the ground into kneeling. Come back into that box. I'm gonna roll out the ankles, coming on the knees, giving them a nice little tap, releasing any tension that's there. And since we balanced on this right leg, on your inhale, lengthen your right leg long. On your exhale, step it to the top of your mat into your modified runner's lunge, and exhale, shoot back into your half splits. We've been here before, keeping those right toes high, lowering all the way down, sit bones down to the heel, dropping the head, relaxing, maybe reaching towards those toes. And on your inhale, slowly rise up. Frame the foot with your hands. Step that right leg back long. Maybe again some hip circles. And once you're nice and even, dropping back into your box. Inhale, shift forward. Curl the toes. Exhale, back and away, downward facing dog. You're welcome to hold this, pedal out the feet, sway side to side. If you want an added chaturanga dandasana, you're welcome to do that as well. Inhale, shifting forward into your plank. Exhale, lowering slow. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. On your inhale, lengthen your left leg long. Exhale, step your left foot to the top of your mat. Inhale, rise to your crescent. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Exhale, back to your warrior 2. Exhale, cartwheel your hands, framing the left toes. Inhale, standing splits. Lengthen that right leg long, nose towards your knee. Exhale, drop your right foot to meet your left at the top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale, straight, strong spine. Exhale, fold, chest and thighs. Uttanasana. Inhale into your chair, Utkatasana. Pelvis tucks under, squeeze those ankle, knees, and thighs, having a seat. Inhale, find length. Exhale, hands to heart center, balancing in your left foot, figure 4. Take that right ankle across your left, have a seat, really opening up this right hip. Inhale into your mountain, take the hands high. Keep that right leg lifted. Exhale, bring the knee towards the chest. Inhale, find length. Exhale, warrior 3, kick back, right toes come back. Reaching straight and strong out in front of you. Inhale into your Anjayasana, dropping those right toes back. Exhale, plant the hands, drop down, untuck those right toes into your runner's lunge. Planting the hands down, lengthen that left leg long and drop it down into your box for another series of cat-cows. Inhale into your cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, last time each one, opening up the heart, sway in the lower back. Exhale, top of the spine reaches up to the sky. Back to neutral spine into your box. From here, curl those toes.
coming on up, lifting those knees into a nice little squat. From here, we'll take this series of our toe stand on the other side. So really balancing into your left foot, taking your right ankle over the left, finding a nice stable base and a drishti, a focal point, something that's not moving as you sink into this posture. Maybe take one hand to the heart, maybe to the other. Another option is finding a stretch. Outstretching that right leg to the side. Inhale your left arm high and reach over to those toes, or turn the body and drop down. You get to decide. We'll take several breaths, really sinking in and practicing these postures. Again, finding a drishti, finding a focal point, tuning back into your breath. And if you set an intention for your practice, tuning back into that as well. And knowing that every little wavering in your body is building strength and flexibility. Taking time to embrace that. One more breath. From here, on your exhale release, we'll turn back to our box, untuck the toes, give them a nice little tap, releasing any stress, rolling out the ankles, anything that feels good. From here, we'll take that left leg long and exhale, step it to the top of your mat, shifting back into half splits, lifting up those left toes, staying high, or lowering all the way down, forehead to the knee, reaching towards those toes. On your next inhale, rise up, frame the foot with your hands, step that left leg back long, bend the heel to sit bones, stacking the hips for some hip circles, 3 or 4 each, Texan, and gently switch. Back into your box, curl the toes, shift your weight forward, inhale, exhale, lift the sit bones back and away, downward facing dog. And if you'd like to join me for the last Chaturanga Dandasana, on your inhale, shift forward into your plank. Exhale, lower slow. Inhale, up dog or cobra, opening up the chest. Exhale, down dog. Last downward facing dog. Notice the strength and flexibility you've gained in your practice. Notice how the back of your legs feel. Your chest presses closer to the thighs, more strength in the upper body, more openness through the hips. And on your inhale, shift your weight forward, drop down to those knees, cross your ankles behind you, and we'll come into a butterfly. So bottoms of the feet together, heels naturally in. If you really want to open up the inner thighs, if you feel like your outer thighs need a little bit of love, push the heels away, take your hands underneath your ankles and drop your head down. You'll begin to feel both sides of the hip really opening, but you get to decide. Again, this is your practice. So sinking into the butterfly of your choice. On the inhale, find length, and on your exhale, begin to round out the spine. On your inhale, slowly lift up. Take your hands to your knees and close them together. Maybe take a windshield wiper, lengthen them out, give them a nice little shake. Anything that feels good, just releasing the hips. We'll take a wide leg forward fold, lengthening the legs long, about wider than your mat. Go ahead and shift side to side to make sure you're really rooted down on this sit bone, so you should feel the bones into your mat. On your inhale, find length, opening up the chest. Squeezing the quads begins to relax the hamstrings, so flexing those toes towards the shins, and on your exhale, begin to fold down. On your next inhale, slowly rise up. Take a gentle bend in those knees, close them together. And from here, maybe some windshield wipers again, lengthen out the legs, anything, again, that feels good to find some release after that posture. We'll extend our right leg out long, cradle in our left leg, so shin is parallel to the front of our mat, giving it a nice little hug. Opening up through the hip. And we'll take one of my favorite stretches at the end of a yoga practice is our figure 4 fold, but adding a little bit of a twist variation to open up the top of our hip. So staying true to what this practice is all about. So from here, we'll take that left foot on top of your right thigh if you want to aid in digestion. Otherwise, take that figure 4, bottom of the foot into the inner thigh. Turn towards those right toes. On your inhale, take the hands high. On your exhale, begin to fold. Right hand to those right toes as you lift and lengthen the left arm over. Even if you don't have those toes, you can keep that hand floated. We'll take that right hand into the inner of thigh of our mat, pressing the elbow down to really lift and lengthen the heart, turning the heart towards the sky. Most importantly, you want to feel this stretch in this area from the rib cage down to the top of the hip, finding length in your QL. On your inhale, slowly come up, unravel that left leg. Maybe again, some windshield wipers, lengthen out and give them a nice little shake. Anything that feels good. And we'll take this on the other side, lengthening that left leg long. We'll cradle our right leg in, giving a nice little hug. And after cradling that right leg in, we'll place it on top of our left thigh, either in the figure 4 like I have, or over the thigh if you want to aid your digestion. And from here, we'll take that stretch. On your inhale, take the hands high, turning over to those left toes. Exhale, leading with your chest, reach over to those left toes, and we'll take that nice little twist. Left hand into the right inside of your left foot. Lift and lengthen the right arm, reaching over to those toes. And again, taking that nice little kickstand in when you're with your left to press in, rotate the heart up to the sky, really opening up. On your inhale, slowly come up, unravel your right leg, lengthen out the legs, give them a nice little shake, anything that feels good. And after a little bit of movement, we'll lengthen the legs to the front of our mat. Inhale, take the hands high for Paschimottanasana. On our exhale, peace fingers to those big toes. Inhale, find length, and exhale, round out through the spine. And inhale, slowly lift up, give your legs a nice little shake, and we'll lower all the way down to our mat, into our Shavasana. Tucking those shoulder blades underneath, really opening up the chest, allowing the feet to naturally fan open. One hand to your heart, one hand to your belly if you want to bring some attention in, some light and energy back into your body, or take your hands by your side. Please stay here in your Shavasana as long as you need. As long as time allows for you, you're welcome to pause this video. Truly taking time to center yourself, assimilate all we have done. And of course, find some movement if you need before you come back to your Shavasana. If that's a happy baby, a shoulder stand, into plow. If you feel like you need a little bit of movement, even a supine twist, bringing some suppleness back into your spine. But most importantly, taking time on your mat. It is one of the most beautiful spaces we have to calm, cool, and collect ourselves after our practice. Most importantly, I hope you enjoyed this. With my hands at heart center, I'll close out your practice. Thank you again for joining me. It was an honor to guide you through this figure 4 series to really open up and target our hips, find a little bit of balance and strength as well. My hands at third eye center, guiding force and intuition. All my light and all my love. Namaste.